Hi guys, it is Samantha and I am here today with another author facts video. Today we are going to be talking about that wonderful classic author, Charles Dickens. So let us get started on my 15 facts. Fact number 1, Charles Dickens was born on February 7th, 1812, and his full name is Charles John Huffam Dickens. Fact number 2, his father was cast into a debtor's prison. As a result of this, Dickens was forced to leave school at the age of 12 and go to start working in a blacking factory, which was like blacking shoes, making them a dark color, where he suffered under quite horrendous conditions in the debtor's prison where they resided, as well as the conditions at the working factory and being cast into poverty with his family, all influenced his later writings, as is quite evident if you read his works. Fact number 3, John Dickens was influenced by the arts at a very young age, from tales that his nursemaid told him to frequent trips to the theater to becoming quite a voracious reader. Among some of his favorite novels were Don Quixote, Arabian Nights, Tom Jones, and Robinson Crusoe. Fact number 4, Dickens was largely self-taught. Though he did attend some school and was a voracious reader, he also worked in many different professions, including as a journalist, a court reporter, an actor, and of course an author. Fact number 6, it was the Pickwick Papers, one of my favorite Charles Dickens books, that helped Dickens to rise to popularity in 1836 when it first started being published in serial form. Fact number 7, Queen Victoria herself was a very big fan of Charles Dickens. Among her favorite books of his was Oliver Twist and the Pickwick Papers, and was known to stay up quite late discussing what she had read with others. Fact number 8, during his prolific middle years, Charles Dickens wrote some of his more famous novels, which include Bleak House, Little Dorrit. In Hard Times, he worked closely with another popular Victorian author, the wonderful Wilkie Collins, who was the author of The Woman in White, one of my favorite classic books. This is the first Victorian mystery novel. Together, they penned many plays, including Frozen Deep, which they were actually able to put into production on the stage. Fact number 9, sometime between 1860 and 1862, Charles Dickens became one of the first members of the Ghost Club, which is considered to be one of the oldest paranormal investigation groups in the entire world and is still running to this day. Fact number 10, in 1836, Charles Dickens married Catherine Hogarth, and together they had a total of 10 children until they separated in 1858. Fact number 11, in 1857, Charles Dickens fell in love with a young actress that he was casting in the play that he penned with Wilkie Collins, Frozen Deep. The actress was Ellen Ternan. She was 18 years old at the time. However, the affair is said to have lasted from that date until his death. A year later, his wife and him separated. She took one of their 10 children and left the rest of the 9 to be raised by her sister, who was living with them at the time, and Dickens himself. Fact number 12, Dickens was extremely outspoken against the conditions of the poor and the way in which they were treated. He also strongly opposed slavery and often wrote about how appalled he was at what he found in America during one of his tours that he did through America reading his works. Fact number 13, in 1843, he published his first of several Christmas novels, The Christmas Carol, the most famous of his Christmas novels. It was a huge success in both the UK and America immediately after being published, and it popularized the phrase Merry Christmas, and in the UK actually attributed to a huge outpouring of generous donations to the poor. Fact number 14, on June 9th, 1870, Charles Dickens finally passed away from a stroke. His wishes were to be buried in an inexpensive and unostentatious cathedral, Rochester Cathedral, but he actually ended up being interred in Poets' Corner at Westminster Abbey, which in fact is where Chaucer was laid to rest, and Chaucer was the first to be laid to rest in Poets' Corner, as you may remember if you watched my very first Author Facts video. Upon his death, he did have one completely unfinished novel, Edwin Drood, that if you are a Doctor Who fan and watched the Charles Dickens episode from season 1 of New Who, you will know that he was going to go and write about his experiences with the Doctor and put them in Edwin Drood, but then he passed away. It's a pity. So Miss Brenna has decided to join us for the last and final fact, number 15. Didn't you, boo? Okay. So fact number 15, Charles Dickens wrote a total of 20 novels, 4 short story collections, 16 Christmas-themed writings and essays for various magazines and papers, and 9 non-fiction stories, poetry, and plays. He was quite prolific and had a very fascinating life and an amazing career. And, little side note, I am hoping to try and get through most of his writings in 2015, or at least by the first half of 2016. He did write a lot, so we will see how far I will get, but I would like to eventually read his entire bibliography. as impressive as it is. Alright guys, that was my 15 facts on Charles Dickens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and Miss Brenna and I wish you guys a very happy day and a happy reading. So until next time, bye! Hello Booktube, it is Samantha, and today is December 1st, which means it's the first day of Vlogmas. So I am quite excited to be doing this. You guys